In today's video, I am going to be breaking down LeBron James and some of his isolation moves that he uses. Now, we have to remember that in most cases, LeBron James doesn't have the fanciest of footwork, but he has a lot of power and strength. That's why he's one of the best players ever. Notice how I said one of, because he has power. So let's get down to some of his isolation moves. Now, LeBron James is a small forward slash power forward slash shooting guard slash center slash pretty much anything. He's a big, massive, strong player who can play almost any position. And he has a passing ability of a point guard, which is kind of interesting. However, the first move is going to be a low post move. So if you're a player who plays with a lot of power, a lot of strength, or you're a center, this is definitely an interesting move for you. So when he gets this ball, what he does is he'll take a quick dribble into his defender, and then he'll take a second dribble like if he's going to attack the middle. He'll then turn around and take that shot. So the first dribble basically makes contact with the player. Second dribble is like if he's about to attack the middle, he turns and then takes that shot. It's actually a very interesting move, and it's a move that not many basketball players make. However, how that initial dribble or that initial move works is when he basically hits into his defender or shoulders or makes contact with his defender, that defender now goes back onto their heels. Now, when he tries to attack the middle, what he's doing there is he's pushing that defender up, making that defender think he's going to go for a shot in the middle. He then turns back around and usually has a wide open shot. Now, when he turns back around for that shot, he does lift his knee super high to protect himself from getting blocked. That basically gives him a shield, very similar to how that offhand in a hook shot gives you a little bit of protection from getting blocked. Now, LeBron James attacks the basket a lot. He can shoot at a pretty good percentage these days. Earlier on, he wasn't that high of a shooting percentage from out deep. However, these days he can, but he still likes to drive towards the basket. He's getting to that age where he has old man strength. And at that point, he can really body a lot of players in the post. So in this next move, sometimes he starts a little bit farther out than other times, but we're going to start roughly about where that low post positioning is, which is about 2 to 3 feet out of the key between the block and that first hash mark. He turns towards the basket and he attacks the basket. Generally, he's a bit farther out, however, and when he is, he'll start with his left leg, he'll take another dribble, and he'll do a quick hop. He'll go right, which gives him the more power to push off towards the basket and essentially body that defender a little bit more. So when he has this ball, he'll do a quick attack, boom, boom, and then he'll attack that rim and of course finish unlike myself. This move does take a lot of work to perfect because of that footwork. Even though I said that he wasn't a massive footwork guy, he still has some okay footwork and some very difficult footwork as well at that. Now, when it comes down to it, if you've had multiple surgeries like myself in your knee, you may not want to use that move. Now into LeBron James's essentially bread and butter, and that's his ability to attack the rim. Now, when he attacks the rim, yes, he's got a lot of size and strength to get there. However, there's a reason why there's not many players who try to reach in and poke that ball away from him. And the main reason is when he's attacking, number one, his inside shoulder, the shoulder that is closest to that defender, is always going to be in line with his knees and his toes. It's basically keeping him in balance. Number two, because of that, it's kind of hard if you're trying to basically poke your hand in to poke that ball away from him. It's extremely hard because that shoulder hurts a heck of a lot when it hits you in the face. So when he's attacking, he's always got that shoulder lowered, but not lowered enough to make it look like he's trying to basically run into and push the defender out of the way. Now, also, something else that he does, something that I've recently been doing a lot of because I'm not as fast as I used to be, is a lot of this arm swinging. You're allowed to swing your arm back and forth. You're running. It's a natural movement. However, it also clears out space. So if you're attacking the basket and you're really ripping this arm back and forth, guess what? Any player who's trying to body you with hands, it's gonna be smacking them in the upper arm, and that's gonna hurt a ton. And it's totally legal. So you can actually use this move to create space when attacking the basket. So no matter what side he's attacking, if he's attacking towards his left, again, he's really swiping through with that arm to create that contact, to create that separation between himself and his defender. So those are some of the moves that allow LeBron James to get to the rim at will, and having really not that many players who can contest him to get there. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.